welcome to this week's video. Today I'm really excited because we're going to be talking about one of my favorite things ever, which is self-tanner. Along with my tanning routine, I'm also going to be sharing my top 5 tips with you guys on how to feel really confident and great for this summer. So without further ado, we're going to jump on into the first tip, which is to do some fake tanning in order to just feel like your bronzed and best self ever. So I've heard a ton about Loving Tan on Instagram, and I was really curious if the brand was worth all the hype. So I actually reached out to the company and they were kind enough to send me some products, and let me tell you guys, I am in love. I swear to you guys, they're not paying me to say this. I just tried out the products and I think they're amazing. This is me wearing self-tanner right now, and if you guys haven't seen that in my previous videos, I live in Canada, so I'm definitely not this tan naturally. And the other great thing about self-tanning is that you're not going to be harming your body in any harsh ways because you're not putting any harsh chemicals in it, no UV rays, and it's just probably the safest method of tanning for your body. So I have this kind of crusty bottle here, but what I've been using to achieve my tan lately is the Loving Tan Deluxe Bronzing Mousse, and this one is in the shade Dark. I know they also have like an ultra dark, but I just went for the dark because I thought it would look more natural on my skin tone. And as you guys can see, it's not orange, it's not splotchy. There is a color guard in this product though, so you will see a lot of color when you are applying the product. But this is going to help you identify the areas where you actually put the product so that you don't miss out on any spots. It's just going to help prevent you, looking splotchy and uneven, which is really nice. But then when you wash it off in the morning, it is gone and your tan looks 100. How I prep for a tan is I usually shave the day before and then exfoliate the day of. After I get out of the shower, my body's all exfoliated and all that like dry, dead skin is wiped away. I then go into moisturizing, which is super important. Don't want the product to be clinging to any leftover dry patches. After I let my moisturizer sink in for like 5-10-ish minutes, I then go in with the tanning mitt, which if you guys use my code, I'll link it on the screen right now. Once again, not getting paid for this, but you will get a free mitt, which is actually amazing because I've never really understood the hype around these mitts, but I totally see why everybody loves these now because they're like this velvety, soft material, and all the other tanning mitts that I've used prior to this were like a gritty, like kind of gross texture that would absorb a lot of product. But the material of this just helps you blend out the tanner so seamlessly. So highly recommend getting the mitt if you are ordering the product, and if you use the code, you get it for free, so bonus. I also have the back applicator here for those of you that find it difficult to reach in those hard places that, are just on the other side of your body if you don't have a boyfriend to put on your self-tanner for you. This stuff is really great because you literally just use it like a back scratcher and get in all of those areas. And when I'm applying to my face and hands, I actually like to use a flat top kabuki brush. This just makes it like a really airbrushed finish on those hard to reach places that sometimes might get a little bit like streaky. So highly recommend. This one's from e.l.f., really super cheap. So it's up to you how many pumps you want to apply to your body, but usually like 1 or 2 pumps will be good for like an arm or a leg. Once I apply the product directly to the mitt, I then just apply it on my body and make sure to kind of blend it out quickly in circular motions. This way you are not going to have any streaks. You don't want to be wiping it because if you wipe, then you're probably going to have like a line going down your body instead of like an even dispersion. So with the normal bronzing mousse, if you let it sit for 6 hours, you are good to go. So generally I will sleep in it because it doesn't stain my clothes or anything like that. It also doesn't really have a scent to it. However, I do find that when I wake up, there's a little bit of like that stale tannish smell, but I feel like that's unavoidable with all self-tanners. You're gonna get a little bit of a scent. So when I wake up, I just hop in the shower right away, rinse it off, and all that like excess color is just gonna go straight down the drain, but that's okay because you're still gonna be looking very tanned. As I mentioned, everything will be linked down below for you guys. I highly recommend trying out Loving Tan. It's honestly been a savior lately for me and my pale skin. So tip number 1, using some self-tanner just to boost your confidence and your radiance, obviously, because you're gonna look bronzed and amazing. So my second tip kind of goes along with the whole self-tanning thing. If you're prepping for self-tanning, you're already gonna be doing this, which is amazing. But I find that in the winter months and like transitioning into spring and summer, I get a little bit lazy with shaving. And I know that not everybody shaves, and I'm not saying like you have to shave, but I find that sometimes after I'm like really lazy and I finally whip out my razor and just get rid of all those hairs, I feel so much better about myself. I just feel like lighter in a sense. I know obviously I'm not like actually lighter because hair is not that heavy, but it just makes me feel smooth and confident and great about myself. And it's just, sometimes we think shaving is the biggest hassle, but then when you start doing it, you're like, this literally took me like 5 minutes, maybe less than that. If you're a regular shaver, it's gonna take you like 2. So I highly recommend just keeping up with your shaving routine. Don't get lazy, because when you get lazy, that's when you start to feel demotivated and not so good about yourself. So also along with shaving and self-tanning, Moisturizing is a super big thing. That's my third tip. Always moisturize, even if you don't feel dry. I used to always be like, oh, I'm not a dry person. I don't need to moisturize. Like, why would I waste my time? Like, why would I even bother with that stuff? But when I do it, I honestly feel so much better and so much more refreshed. My body is like thanking me for all the moisture that it's been lacking. I don't particularly get like flaky or like dry patches, but it's just really nice to treat your body to that extra bit of moisture, especially when the seasons are changing and your body is like adjusting to the weather outside. Loving Tan actually has this bronze shimmer luminous cream, which is really nice because it's like a temporary tan, especially if you're going out and taking some pictures. Putting this like down the front of your leg or even on your like décolleté and chest is just gonna help your skin pop and make it look extra shiny and super healthy. So tip number 4, along with staying hydrated, is to obviously drink a lot of water. Where you're gonna get the most moisture into your body. And I know it sounds stupid. Some people are probably like, duh, Sarah, you obviously need water to survive, but I used to never drink water. And I know that sounds super bad, but somehow I was just that lazy and my body really suffered from it. I would always have headaches and I just felt kind of bleh. So if you feel like that, I recommend picking up a tumbler with a straw. This one is from Starbucks, but they have them everywhere, so it does not need to be from Starbucks, that's for sure. Having something with a straw honestly helps you drink so much faster, and you can track how many of these you drink per day. And I try to drink around like 3 or 4, because I also find that a lot of the times when I'm breaking out and my skin is freaking out, it's because I'm lacking in the water intake department. So it's also gonna help with your acne situation as well if you're suffering from that. So I mean, it's not gonna like zap your zits permanently, but I do find that it just helps your whole skin look a little bit more luminous and plump and refreshed. So honestly, guys, I know it sounds like such a mom thing to say, but drink your water. My last and final tip for you guys today, try not to compare yourself to others. I know that people have said before, like, putting a picture of a really fit girl as the background of your phone is a good idea because it's gonna help you stay motivated. But honestly, I think that's probably the most destructive thing that you can do for yourself. It's never really gonna do anything great for yourself because everybody is built differently. Everybody has a different body type, different metabolism, and sometimes it's just not achievable to look like a 6-foot model on the beach. It just might not happen. I've come to realizations that's not going to help with myself, but you know, put your phone background as something that makes you happy or a happy memory that you have, something that makes you feel good about yourself instead of comparing yourself to someone else who lives a totally different lifestyle than yourself, because sometimes that just isn't achievable and you're gonna feel like crap at the end of the day when you just are comparing yourself and wondering why you can't be like that other person. So biggest tip, please do not do that. I feel like it is so destructive and we all just need to be happy with our own selves and find our true happiness within ourselves. Yes. Just got really deep there for a moment. Hopefully these tips can help some of you guys out. Definitely leave me your tips down below. Honestly, I'm always looking to learn and hear what helps you guys out, so go ahead, leave me a comment. Give this video a thumbs up if you thought it was helpful and you want to see more videos like this. And that's it for now, guys. I will see you on my next video. Mwah! Ta-ta!